Hello, and welcome to another episode of Okay, Karen.
Okay, Karen.
So, y'all, this is our 25th episode. We are going to talk about romantic comedies.
Yay! Which
It's
is
one of
probably
our
favorite genre
yes,
of movies.
for sure. And hold on, we have a special guest.
A very
Betsy?
special guest, in my opinion. So
I
we
think
are
it's
going
a pretty
to
special guest.
We'll pull them on in just a second after we do some shout outs. But we are
Do you want to say who it is?
My husband,
Okay.
Sean Hutzler,
Woo,
is going to be on as our guest for the 25th episode, our finale of season 1. So he has been widely anticipated as a guest on this show.
We brought it tonight for y'all.
Yes.
We did, or today for y'all.
So we convinced
I think
him
we
to be on the
actually
show.
Dressed up a little bit too. You have some lipstick on. I have fur. This is fake, so calm down.
It's all for Sean and for the finale. So romantic comedies, great for the finale. Super excited. And we have Sean, who I'll tell you about him in just a minute when I introduce him when he comes on.
He's going to kind of give us thumbs up or thumbs down, right?
Yeah, he's going to do the guy's perspective.
Yes, which I'm super excited about because what girl doesn't like rom coms?
Yeah, it's true. I don't know any that don't. Okay, Karen. Okay, so do we have any shout outs? I just want to say this past week we had an actors and actresses episode on YouTube and we had over 700 views. We don't really know what happened, but it was kind of fun. So
I think YouTube made a mistake, but I'm going to go with it.
We're just going to go with it.
Oh, but guess what?
What?
We got our first thumbs down.
We did. Okay.
We got our thumbs down.
5 or 6 likes and 1 dislike. And I think more excited about the thumbs down than the thumbs ups. So
you know what,
not to say y'all should do thumbs down, but it does show me that that different people are watching. It's not just our moms and our mother-in-law.
Yes.
Okay, let's bring Sean on and let's get started.
Yes, let's bring Sean on. I'm ready. Come on. Tell me when he's here so I could switch screens. There he is.
He's drinking. Sean. He needs to do his pregame before the show. Okay, everybody. So this is my wonderful husband, Sean, who we have been just waiting to have on the show. We finally convinced him. And he likes lots of movies, all different genres. Watches. I get excited when I find a movie that he hasn't seen, that I've seen and he hasn't seen yet. So hold on. So welcome, Sean. We can't wait to hear your opinion about these romantic comedies. How are you doing tonight?
I have so many opinions.
Now, first,
you have opinions about everything. So
I want to know what you're drinking.
Tell us what you're drinking.
This is Glenmorangie 18-year-old Scotch whiskey. It's Scotch whiskey. Not the same bottle, but the same whiskey that Betsy bought me.
And we're going to have to do an alcohol thing because is Scotch the same thing as whiskey? Do you have to call it Scotch whiskey or can you just call it Scotch?
Whiskey is a blanket term for distilled alcohol. So technically, tequila is agave whiskey and vodka is potato whiskey and bourbon is corn whiskey. So Scotch generally is made from malted barley and has to be distilled 100% in Scotland. So that's the difference there. But there are like American whiskeys that are made just like Scotch is made, but it's made in America, so it's not Scotch.
That is so interesting. I love it. We're going to do an alcohol game.
This is why. That was originally what we had Sean lined up for. But it was we were doing Angela's here in person.
Scots Gaelic word. So when I say whiskey, I generally mean Scotch.
Okay.
The more you know.
Angela, the more
this is just white wine.
White wine. Okay.
Yes.
This is some watered down Diet Coke. Not intentionally watered down. The ice is melted. So, still good.
Cool
okay. Romantic comedies.
Yes. So we're going to get the guy's opinion too. Yay or nay. Thoughts as far as, ranking them and such. There's a lot of romantic comedies and I'm going to set a timer because we went over an hour. We had an hour and 25 minutes on a Christmas episode. So we just need to be aware of the time.
Well, that was a special episode. It was episode 24.
A very special episode.
It was Christmas. Yes.
Karen. Okay.
We're not going to bring up the Grinch.
Yeah, I'm still incredulous about this. I can't
Oh,
believe you like the
there
Jim
are
Carrey one
plenty
better
of
than the
people that
Will
I have
Ferrell one.
talked to, and they are like, "What do you mean they don't like the Jim Carrey version?"
It's not that I don't like it. It's just that it's clearly inferior to the one that actually had Dr. Seuss involved. And you wouldn't buy the book because he's not colored green in the book? Come on, man.
No, it was just black and white. Like the
I
kids
know
would not like it.
that's how the book was published, man.
Yeah, no. I'm thinking about the kids.
We have the book and the kids like
Do we
it.
really?
So I'm pretty sure
Do
we
you
do.
really?
I
haven't
bought
seen
it
it.
before we
I
had
think
kids
you're
because I
just
bought it
making
for
that
like
up.
my
It's a
godchildren.
long book. It's like 50 or 60 pages.
Yeah, but our 3-year-old listens to the Lorax book.
Yeah, I know,
It's
but it's more
long.
about us wanting to read it to her, not the other
Oh,
way.
it's about how long we want to spend reading a book before
I haven't
bedtime.
seen that.
The Lorax?
The Lorax, no.
It is not a rom-com. So let's
No, not
we'll
a
move
rom-com.
on with
Yes.
that. Okay. So first
So-
of all, I did some research for this episode
I
because
did too.
we could talk around and around and around rom-coms.
Oh.
Literally, Angela and I could talk for probably 6 hours
Yeah.
about rom-coms.
And
I
then
did
there
not
was
know what
some
we were
that-
talking about tonight, so there we go.
He's like, "Is this
There-
the soundtrack one?" And I'm like, "No, this is rom-coms."
There was some, and I was like, "Oh, but that's not a rom-com. That's just like romantic drama, kind of."
I don't
So
even
I
know.
scratched it off.
Yeah, my best
Hmm.
friend's wedding. I
Okay.
would
That's
just say that's
rom-com.
comedy. Is that romantic?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
romantic. People
Yes.
getting
And it
married or
ends
not getting
happy.
married. Yeah.
I think a rom-com has to end happy. If it doesn't end happy, like Steel Magnolias, I originally thought, and then I was like, nope, scratch it off.
Steel
Everyone
Magnolias
dies.
and a rom-com.
No,
That's just
they
drama.
die.
Drama.
Yeah.
Oh,
Drama.
People are dying in it, Angela.
so I did not. So it's not on my list. It's not.
Okay, good. Okay, so I looked up some lists, one from Vanity Fair and one from Rolling Stone. And there were some that were on both of them. And I was like, okay, that's pretty interesting. And it kind of made me look, okay, I need to watch movies that I haven't seen, especially if they're on both of the lists, like top 25 from Vanity Fair, top 50 from Rolling Stone. And if I haven't seen it, it's on both lists, then I think I should take the time to see it. Now, Sean probably has. Like, I've never seen, this is kind of embarrassing for the movie buffs, but I've never seen Annie Hall.
So,
Tell
Annie
us, Sean.
Hall.
Tell us.
Have you seen it, Sean?
Yeah, I've seen it. It's
Okay,
like,
I tried watching it and I was like, can't get into it.
so first of all, you gotta like enjoy Woody Allen films because he's like Wes Anderson. Like, there's a very specific like deal.
It is
and
kind of quirky.
Yeah, if that's not your deal, then you ain't gonna like it. And also, Annie Hall is like, it's funny, but it's funny like Arrested Development is funny. You know, it's like, it's kind of sarcastic, like biting, funny. And are y'all gonna watch it?
No.
Spoilers.
But
Spoilers.
You can spoil
They
it.
don't end up, they don't
It's
end up
okay.
together
What
in the
year
end.
did this come out?
oh,
At this
they
point,
don't end up together?
Yeah, I
Oh
think
my
79.
gosh.
79
Yeah.
was Annie Hall.
So it's okay if you spoil it if it's that old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, and then there's like the other extreme, like the weird shit from the 70s. Sorry, I said shit. Angela's mom. Is
Miss Duty.
Harold and Maude. Have you guys
That's
seen
on the
Harold
list
and Maude?
too.
I really did try
It's-
this one.
It's
That
really
is-
freaking weird.
Mm-mm.
It's like
I
real
can't
weird.
believe you watched that. That's really impressive,
Yeah.
though.
Well,
So, did you like
went on a
Harold
kick
and
in-
Maude?
It was all right. I mean, I went on a kick in college where I watched all the AFI like top X amount whatever movies, or as many of them as I could get a hold of. And Harold and Maude was, I haven't watched it. I have not watched it since then.
Okay, well,
So,
since we're talking about older ones that we may or may not have seen, now your friend Angela, our super fan Leslie, is gonna be like, "How have you
she's
not
gonna
seen
probably
these?" But there's a couple. His Girl Friday, I haven't seen.
Okay, I haven't either, but I did see that on a list, and I have never heard of it until when I was until I was researching this. Yeah.
Oh, I definitely have heard of it, but I just never had seen it.
No, and I think it's black and white, and you know how I feel about black and white movies.
1940.
What? Just like, oh, Cary Grant. No, we should watch this.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Cary Grant's in it.
Yeah, he's
I do like Cary Grant.
Cool.
She's changing her mind now. I'll watch black and white for Cary Grant.
Unlike, I like Arrested Development, but it has Jason Bateman in it. Jason Bateman is not in Annie Hall.
So you're saying if the lead male character is attractive, then you're willing to watch it, even if
it's a bigger shot that I'm going to stick through it.
Okay.
So
if Bradley Cooper were in His Girl Friday.
I mean, I don't want to bring it down or anything, but also it's like really hard to watch anything Woody Allen's done recently because
it is. I just don't.
Because all the shit that's come out about him and his like adopted daughter and like all this stuff. It's like he's kind of a scumbag.
Right. And that's in my head as I'm watching it. Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen? Go ahead.
I was going to say, a really old one that's also black and white is Roman Holiday.
Roman Holiday's a great movie.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, good. Because I really like it.
We both like it.
Putting your hand in the Boca del Verita, like I did that. I went there, like I just specifically did it to like.
We didn't do that with Angela.
Oh yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
In the thing, it's like a circle with a mouth in the middle. You put your hand in it, and if you like are a liar, it's supposed to like bite your hand off. It doesn't, but like
it's like one of the things, like the Blarney Stone. No, like it's just one of the old.
I did kiss the stone. And you know what? My mama said, "Don't you kiss that stone?" And I was like, "Mom, I'm in Ireland. Of course I'm going to kiss the stone." But I didn't put my hand anywhere in Italy. I feel
I didn't put my hand anywhere.
I didn't put my hand anywhere in Italy.
I feel like the trip was a letdown now, Betsy. Italy has.
Can you even repeat what he just said?
When you go back to Italy, you need to put your hands in some places.
Yes.
I feel like I need to do that too.
It's Boca, B-O-C, I think it's B-O-C-A della Verita.
Where is
mouth
that?
It's right on the side of the like where the Capitoline Museum is, on the other side of the hill from the Circus Maximus. There's like the Temple of Hercules is on that side of the road, and some other stuff. It's like it's on the same side of the street as the Capitoline Museum, on the other side of the hill from the Forum.
So
I don't think we went there.
That translates as mouth of
truth.
Life? Mouth of what?
Truth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mouth of truth, Angela. Put your hand in there. Since you didn't put your hand in anything in Italy. Okay. So we all like Roman Holiday. So if you have not seen it, listeners, Roman Holiday is a great one. Audrey Hepburn and Cary Grant.
Gregory Peck.
Gregory. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Sean's going to help with the names too, because, I'm not terrible at this. It happened one night. I really like It Happened One Night.
Oh, I did too.
Angela, and that's black and white, and you liked it?
It is. And I got that, Sean, I kind of did the same thing you did, the AFI's top movies. And that's where I got It Happened One Night. And I really enjoyed that.
Well,
and it's a blonde.
You haven't seen it? It's 1934.
Yeah.
It's very old.
Yeah.
Not just old, very
old.
Like
that pre-Gone with the Wind Clark Gable. Dang.
Yeah.
Something.
Have either of you seen The Apartment? Because that was on both of the lists that I pulled up, and I've never seen it. It's The Apartment. It's from 1960. So I think we should watch that also, Sean, since
who's in that, Betsy?
I don't know. I did these lists. I didn't have time to get all the other things.
Get who's in it.
Oh, I'm doing it.
These are just kind of the ones that we may or may not have seen because they are the older ones. And then there's some from like the 80s that I feel like I should.
Hold on, there's another old one I really like. It's the original that I like, and then they redid it. Sabrina.
I knew you were going to say that. I love
it.
Yes, you saw that.
The new one, not nearly as good, with Julia Ormond and Harrison Ford.
But I do like Harrison Ford.
I know.
I mean, that's nice, but but the original one is.
The original was very good, and it's black and white, and I still like it.
See, Angela, you always put your nose up, Karen, to black and white movies. But then when we start talking about it, we're like, oh, but I do like that one. Oh, but I do like that one.
Yeah, I like that one.
Now I'm not going to try and get you to admit that you like movies with subtitles, but I will get you to admit that you like some movies that are black and white.
Yes.
Okay.
And there's
so
another
next will
movie.
be being open
to
children's books that are also black and white.
That are black and white. You can't
There's
just write off
children's books that are black and white?
Yeah, like The Grinch.
No, there's color in The Grinch.
There is. She didn't get to that. Okay, Sean, you were saying something. I didn't quite catch it.
I was looking up who's in The Apartment. Jack Lemmon and Shirley MacLaine.
Oh, Shirley MacLaine. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Good. Have either of you seen Broadcast News? It's from 1987, which I'm really surprised I didn't see it if it's an 80s rom-com. But
Yeah,
it was
also, why
it
is
was
it on,
number
like, the best of?
3 on the Rolling Stones list.
It was number 3, and I've
Yeah,
never even heard of it.
exactly. And it was also on the Vanity Fair list. I don't remember what. It was number 9 on Vanity Fair list. So I was like,
Broadcast News?
Broadcast News,
I'm
1987.
gonna write it down.
So check that one
No,
out.
I think in the
Sean,
87s.
you haven't seen that either?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
You know why that doesn't ring a bell? Because I think that's around the time that Pretty Woman came out. And that's what I watched.
Which is also on my list. I mean, I think
Yes.
Pretty Woman was so like shocking at the time because she's a prostitute, but great rom-com. Oh, that was great.
But that scene with her doing dresses. So Sean, how do you feel about Pretty Woman? Do you like it? No, yay.
I mean, it's entertaining for what it is, you know.
It wouldn't be on your
like-
top. It wouldn't be
I
in your
like-
top 20 rom-coms.
Richard Gere's like character is kind of an asshole, which I don't really appreciate.
But he gets better.
And that's kind
He
of
has a change of
part
heart.
of the story. He gets better. He has like a redemption arc and stuff. But I like the two of them together much better in Runaway Bride than I like them in Pretty Woman. I think they have a better dynamic in Runaway Bride.
But
He's
he
a
is
much-
so sexy
he's a
in
much,
Pretty
like-
Woman.
I don't know anything about that.
Trust me.
And
He
also,
is.
like-
He's a much more
those
lovable
suits that he
character in
wears?
Runaway Bride. For
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I also
But
think
it's-
Pretty Woman is interesting because it's like right at the beginning of Julia Roberts' career. Like I think
Yes.
Steel Magnolias came like right after this, and also My Best Friend's Wedding came like right after.
I heard that
Pretty Woman.
Molly
She had been-
Ringwald was up for that part, and she didn't get it.
Oh,
And
I'm
I was
so
like,
glad she didn't get it.
oh no, I
Yeah,
can't even
she had been in
imagine.
something else before then, but I can't remember
Yeah.
what. But
Mystic Pizza was her first one.
Mr. Pizza.
I was
yeah,
wondering when
that's what it
Sleeping
was.
with the Enemy was. It had to be right around then also, but it wasn't as big as
Yeah.
either of those. I mean, by far.
So
Pretty
that's
Woman was-
fun. I like that, Sean, that you like them in Runaway Bride better than in Pretty Woman.
Yeah, well, I mean, and part of it's because he's less of a dick, and and she's a more like well-rounded character. I don't know. There's like some complex. I mean, there's still some like complexity to her character in Pretty Woman. She like very clearly does not want to be a prostitute. Like it's not, that. Yeah, it's not like her dream job or anything.
Yeah.
But I think they also like through a more modern lens, they kind of like overlook a lot of the things that are. I don't like. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch a movie about a prostitute that just sort of glances over like all the things that like send women into prostitution and stuff like that. It's like hard to find it funny. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, I
Well-
mean, it does gloss over a lot.
Sorry.
It's not
Yeah,
like,
sorry,
oh, and I
yeah.
met this guy and now everything's great. Like,
It's
I'm
like,
sure
where's,
that her life is a
you
little
know-
more complex than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So let me ask you about this other duo that's been in a couple movies that are rom-coms.
Yep.
Tom Hanks
Yeah. And Meg Ryan.
Meg Ryan, yes. So
Yeah.
which one do you like better? You've Got Mail or Sleepless in Seattle?
Or
Joe
Joe
versus the Volcano.
Stupid
Or-
Volcano, which is a stupid movie. But it's oh god. that's a
I
movie.
see the
I hope
lights
that's not on
and
the
I
list.
think of that movie every time. Like
What
lights
lights?
drain. The lights that
Yeah.
are draining him.
oh, yeah. The fluorescent lights in the office. John, you watched it once. That's all you have to watch it.
I
It's
did,
a very
but, like-
quirky. It's a very quirky 80s movie.
Oh,
You know
that's
what it
the best way
reminds
to
me
describe
of?
it, is 80s.
Mom and Dad Save the Planet, or what? Mom and Dad Save the World, or whatever.
Yes, which is
Like it has like similar production values. and
watch it,
stuff like
Angela.
that.
yeah.
Oh no, it was terrible. Please don't watch
There
it.
are just
I
some
only
80s
watched it-
movies that you just wonder, and
No,
there's
I did see
stars.
Joe
There's
versus
like
the Volcano.
legit
Yeah, that's
stars that are in these
huge,
movies, and you're like,
right.
No.
this is terrible.
Angela, have you seen Mom and Dad Save the World?
I don't know if I've seen Mom and Dad Save the World.
It's dumb. I only ever watched it because this one nurse that I used to work with was obsessed with it, and she was like, "Oh, you have to watch it. You have to watch it." And
We watched it. We could barely
That's
make
not-
it through.
that's
And
not-
Sean admitted that
Really?
it was worse than Joe versus the Volcano. Which
Oh,
says a lot.
wow.
oh yeah, no. So I like going back to like Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan.
Yes. Tell us which
I-
one.
I don't know if it's just because of like when I feel like You've Got Mail. Like I saw You've Got Mail when I was like a teenager. I don't think I saw Sleepless in Seattle until I was in college. And so I don't know. You've Got Mail has always kind of like done it for me. more. I don't know why, but everybody that I know like disagrees with that. Like everybody that I know is like,
no, I like you. I like You've Got Mail better because they interact more in the movie. Sleepless in Seattle, they interact at the very end.
Yes. Yeah. So it is interesting. I mean, Sleepless in Seattle is funny, but Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan don't interact very much together.
Yeah.
I like You've Got Mail better also. You've Got Mail is number 2 on the Vanity Fair list. But Sleepless in Seattle, it's not on the Rolling Stones list at all. Sleepless in Seattle is on both lists. So
wow, that's impressive.
So like the film nerds I know will say that like Sleepless in Seattle is a better like crafted movie narratively, but I don't find it's not as fun to watch, you know, because I feel like you don't want your rom-com to be like an Oscar winner. I mean, some of them will be, but like you want it to be a fun time movie. You know, Sleepless in Seattle is kind of depressing.
I agree 100%.
And you want to come out of it like, oh, life is good.
Right.
No one needs to die. It needs to end happy. They need to end up together. I still cannot believe in Annie Hall they don't end up together. Oh,
but that's also kind of the point of Annie Hall. And like that's why it's weird. And I wouldn't even necessarily like it's not so much a rom-com as it is a Woody Allen movie. And it is like the Woody Allenest of all Woody Allen movies, but you know, like it's not, I don't know, it doesn't really fit like another category.
Now, we were just on Julie Roberts, and I have another Julie Roberts one that I would like both of you to give your opinion on.
Okay.
Notting Hill.
Oh, fucking love Notting Hill. Excuse me. Sorry, Judy.
Okay.
I love
the FCC is going to get us and throw us off of YouTube.
No, they aren't.
No, because when I put the videos on YouTube, I put not for children. You have to click yes for children or not for children.
Don't show up next to Peppa Pig.
Listen, I don't know if our 750 people have made it this far, so I think
you're probably not. We're 15 minutes.
You guys might get another
thumbs down. The average viewer time is 2 minutes so far. So they were gone before we even brought Sean on. Okay, so Notting Hill, you really like it, Sean? I didn't know that.
I love Notting Hill.
I need to rewatch really?
Is that
Angela? It's on both of these lists. So and I was like, really? Because I didn't really like it when I watched it.
No, it's awesome.
So it's not that I don't like it, but I think the premise sometimes I'm like, she's this really rich. Yes.
She's a movie star.
Yes. Now I do like the part where they're in the garden and that song comes on.
Yes. So you amazing. Like the song.
Alison Krauss song.
I like when he slips on the fence and he's like, oopsie daisy. I like that part.
Oh, yeah.
So
but it's not my favorite. Would you say that's your favorite rom-com of Julia Roberts? Sean?
Runaway. So what do we have here? Runaway Bride.
Pretty Woman.
Best Friends.
Notting
Hill. I feel like she's been in a lot more. We're just not realizing it.
Yeah, I mean, there's some really crappy ones like Larry Crown, you know, with her and Tom Hanks. Like that was.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
You know.
I'm trying to see.
I've got to rewatch it because I'm like, it was on both these lists and you really like it. I'm like, maybe I was in a bad mood when I think I've only seen it once.
I think people don't like it because it's kind of contrived and like, you know, it's not. You okay there?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. I would
maybe we're done with the wine, Angela.
Yeah.
No, not yet. I'm not finished.
All right, go ahead. So it's kind of contrived.
Well, yeah, I mean that's why people that I've talked to that don't like it is because it's like all of these manufactured situations, like shit that would never happen in real life. But I don't know.
She was also in Valentine's Day and American Sweetheart. Valentine's Day is totally a rom-com.
No. Love Actually, Valentine's Day, New Year's Eve, those don't count.
Why? Because there's too many people?
There's too much crap going on.
See, Angela likes those movies. She likes where there's like 5 or 6, 7 storylines happening at the same time.
And they're all like romantic comedy.
Also, I really like, one other reason I really like Notting Hill is because of Rhys Ifans, isn't it? His Hugh Grant's roommate.
Oh, yeah, he's really funny. Yeah.
He is pretty funny. Yeah, we'll have to watch that one, Sean.
So's the, is it his sister? She's kind of real quirky and has short blonde hair. Yeah.
No, I think isn't No, they try to set Hugh Grant up with her. It's not. I don't think it's his sister.
So it's not his. She ends up being set up though with the. I mean, I don't want to.
With the Welsh guy. Yeah.
I don't know who she is then.
I like that. The scene where his roommate is like choosing t-shirts while he's looking for his glasses and he can't find them and ends up having to wear prescription scuba goggles.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
See, yeah, there's a lot that I've forgotten.
That is really good. Yes.
All right, we'll go back to that. And also, I'm not a huge Hugh Grant fan.
Which, yes, we've been watching The Undoing, and that's
another reason
I
not
need
to
to
like
see
it.
that.
It's good.
Really?
I thought it was good. Sean and I both really liked it.
I need to see it.
It's good. It's like a career revival for him, I think.
Oh, good for him. And Nicole Kidman's in it too. Which she's not in a lot of rom-coms.
It's not
rom-com. Threw her name out there. No, I'm just saying she's not.
Rouge,
I'm talking about today episode today.
Okay, I was like, don't watch it, Angela. If you think it's a rom-com, you're gonna be very disappointed.
No. But you know who is in a lot of rom-coms? Sandra Bullock.
I do like
and
Sandra Bullock.
She's in one with Hugh Grant that I really do like, 2 Weeks Notice.
Yes.
We just watched that.
Yeah.
Like what, 2 weeks ago?
And was that your first time to see it, Sean?
No, I've seen it. I had seen it before. I just didn't remember a lot about it. We were talking about
what else I like Sandra Bullock rom-com in.
The Proposal.
Yes.
With Ryan Reynolds.
I think those are probably my two favorite.
Yeah.
While You Were Sleeping.
Oh yeah,
that is a cute one.
She's
really so cute in that.
She is.
Miss Congeniality. I don't know if that really counts.
It's funny, but it's not really.
It is funny.
She ends up with Benjamin Bratt at the end, but then he's not in the next one. So
he isn't, which is so weird.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite Sandra Bullock one?
What do we have? 2 Weeks Notice, Proposal,
and While You Were
Sleeping.
No. Not Speed. That's not a rom-com.
Speed.
I feel like there's another one, but I can't.
Gravity. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. I think it'd probably be down between. I don't like 2 Weeks Notice is not in the running there.
Oh. That's a shame.
So I'm thinking of While You Were Sleeping, 2 Weeks Notice, and The Proposal, and I'm trying to order them. I think two weeks notice is at the bottom because it is fairly unrealistic. I'm like, why are you doing this, woman?
That's true.
And then it's probably While You Were Sleeping. That's probably my favorite one of the three of them.
I think I really like the dynamic of his whole family in While You Were Sleeping.
Yes.
And she's totally just such an over romanticized girl in the beginning, and then she's in love with this guy she's never met, and then she grows and actually falls in love with someone,
right.
And the family is just so great. I'm I think I like all the characters except the guy who's unconscious.
The scene in 2 Weeks Notice where she leaves her best friend's wedding to go, it drives me crazy every time I see it, and I really like
From
that
the
movie.
altar.
Yes,
she would not have her phone on.
Yes,
on. No.
No one would do that. No one.
Nah, that's some bullshit.
Mm-hmm. I agree. So
yes.
Okay. So yeah, I would probably put While You Were Sleeping, Proposal, and then 2 Weeks. Although I do like 2 Weeks Notice. The other two I think are better in my opinion too. Angela.
Well, and The Proposal is pretty ridiculous too. I mean,
and it's predictable.
There's immigration fraud, and you know what's going to happen again. But it's got Betty White doing
Indian Betty White to the window, to the wall. That's really good. I think Proposal, 2 Weeks Notice, While You Were Sleeping for me.
Okay. You don't like While You Were Sleeping?
I do like it, but I like the other two better. So sorry.
All right, whatever.
So you said though, Love Actually, New Year's Eve, and Valentine's Day do not count.
Yeah, no way.
You would probably throw in He's Not That Into You. What? Because it's 5 different stories. It's like a book of short stories, Angela.
It's all romantic comedies put together. So it's exactly. 5 romantic comedies.
What about?
How can you not like
that? He's Just Not That Into You. Okay, I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
I'm probably 10 years. It's good.
See it every time
I would
it comes
put
on.
that and what about Definitely Maybe? You guys Like,
with Ryan
kind of,
Reynolds, and he's
those kind of like anthology movies. It's just like so my problem
That's
with
not my favorite.
So Love Actually is like the prototypical one of those. It's like, let's get 20 different like name actors,
big names,
throw them in a movie where they each have like 10 minutes of screen time, and then all the other ones that come after that, New Year's Eve, Valentine's Day, like Mother's Day. Come on.
Oh
like,
yeah, Mother's
they're
Day.
just all trying.
I didn't even see
Now
it.
Love Actually is good. I really like it.
Thank you. I love the scene with Colin Firth and the lady where his book goes flying.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, it's not even worth it. And she's like, in her own language, this is probably not even worth it, and that's probably
like
not
jumping into the
and he's like, oh, she's in the water. I got to get in the water. He's like, I hope there's not eels.
I will say that I don't like. I mean, one of the interesting things is like the Emma Thompson and Alan Rickman dynamic in that.
Oh yeah, that's
I think
actually kind of sad.
It's sad, but it's like kind of realistic. It's not Laura Linney.
No, it is Laura Linney. She's the one that's in love with her. With her co-star. I mean, her coworker.
Yeah, and then but she really loves her brother, who has problems. Yeah. And I really hate the guy that is like in love from afar with Keira Knightley.
The best man that plans all the stuff. Yeah,
I don't like it either.
Yeah. That's like, bull crap,
and he's
man.
telling
That's
her,
some toxic masculinity.
But I also don't like that she kisses him, and he's like, "It's over, it's done."
No,
and I'm like, "What?
No, that crap would never happen."
Yes, no.
And also, it's not healthy, even if it did. Like that's so
right.
Part of it is like that reminds me of me, like as an idiot 19-year-old, like idealizing women and like expecting things to happen and like the universe to align, making like declarations to people that it's like it's stupid. It's not. Yeah. It's not realistic. It's not real life. It's not healthy relationships. But to be fair, like that particular part of the movie has gotten a lot of like flack in recent years, deservedly.
Correct.
And also Colin Firth and his Albanian or Romanian like housemate has gotten a little bit of that.
She just likes Colin Firth.
I know.
Because he was Darcy. He can do no wrong.
Speaking of
Bridget Jones.
2005.
What?
What were you going to say? The 2005 Pride and Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice that's not really a romantic comedy.
Pride and Prejudice is a comedy, hands down. That book is hilarious. Yeah, yes, I hated it when I read it in high school, but reading it in college, so good.
The mom is like complete comic relief the whole time. She's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. The dad is constantly poking at the mom and society and everything. Like his lines are awesome. So I'll read book club. I might make Angela read it. She doesn't want to read it because she's already seen it.
And I already have it, so that's good. It'll save me from purchasing another book.
Yeah, hear from our sponsor, genericviagra.com. You don't have to go to a commercial break.
And we're back, and we're talking.
We are
Colin Firth and Pride and Prejudice, and how it is a comedy, and the remake, which Angela found out recently in a different podcast. Bridget Jones' Diary is the same storyline as Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah. I never, as much as I like both of them, never connected that.
Well, but that's like, like She's the Man is a remake of 12th Night, like that kind of stuff.
Clueless, which is on both of my lists.
Yeah.
Clueless is a remake of what?
Emma. Right?
Emma.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, 10 Things I Hate About You was on both of the lists.
Yeah,
not How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. 10 Things I Hate About You was on both of the lists.
But that's a remake of what?
The Taming of the Shrew.
Taming of the Shrew.
I don't even know what y'all are saying.
Taming of the Shrew?
I mean, are y'all saying Tammy of the Shrew? Taming of the Shrew? I don't know what y'all are saying.
T-A-M-I-N-G.
A girl's...
It's a Shakespeare
okay. Really so not a girl, Tammy the Shrew. I mean, I don't know what y'all are saying.
Tammy the Shrew.
But what's the
I have no idea.
What's the other one? The Audrey Hepburn one. Lady, that's also a remake of Tammy of the Shrew.
My Fair Lady?
My Fair Lady.
No, My Fair Lady is Pygmalion.
Oh, sorry.
A play by George Bernard Shaw.
They're kind of similar in the storyline.
Well, I'm glad Sean's on here because he knows what the hell he's talking about. We're just like Maybe we'll get more.
Sean is rubbing off on you.
No, it's really not a curse word.
No, Laura is rubbing off on you on anything. Okay. All right. So Bridget Jones' Diary, Angela, you really like.
Sean, oh my gosh. Yes.
What do you think about Bridget Jones' Diary?
Can he? Okay. Sean.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's all right. I think the sequels have kind of like diminished the.
Oh yeah, especially that baby one. You know, like, come on.
Yeah, the sequels were.
Yeah, when who's in the sequel? It's like Patrick Dempsey.
Patrick Dempsey's in the baby one. Hugh Grant is in the first and second one.
Right. Yeah, and so I don't know. I mean, it's fine. It's all right. The first one of the series, the first one is definitely the best.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I don't like. I particularly identify with being a Hollywood overweight, middle-aged British woman. So.
Yeah, and I think that's why a lot of people thought it was so funny is, Renee Zellweger had gained weight, her life is kind of in the dumps, and then, Hugh Grant boss comes along and is interested in her, and it's just her internal monologue is really funny, and her friends are funny, and that spoke to a lot of women.
No, I get it.
So I thought that was, it was cute. It isn't my favorite. I don't own it. You do, don't you, Angela?
I do. Of course I do.
Of course. Of course I do. Would you say that Jerry Maguire is a rom-com? Because it's on one of the lists. And I was like, I didn't even think about Jerry Maguire. I like Jerry Maguire, but.
Sure.
I mean, it has funny scenes in it, but it's not a comedy. Like,
it's drama.
I think it's a comedy.
I think it's more drama.
Show me the money.
Show me the money. Human head weighs 8 pounds. There's some funny parts in it, but as a full out comedy, but I do like Jerry Maguire. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's a fine line between like what's a drama and what's a, like where does it cross the line?
Right.
Yeah. And then there's some that I just think of so much more as comedy that I forget that it's even romance. Like Something About Mary.
Oh, Something About Mary. Yeah.
I'm like, I guess that's a romance. But if you ask me, I wouldn't even, I know there's a romantic storyline between two main characters, but I don't even think of that when I think of there's some
like Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, I guess there is a romance, but it's not what you think of at all with that.
Right.
So that was on here too, was that so it was like Jerry Maguire and what, Angela?
I was just going to go back to like some more traditional that you don't even have to guess, like Maid of Honor. Have you seen that, Sean?
Yes, I've seen it. It's so dumb.
It's not my favorite.
It's dumb.
It's not my favorite.
I watched it because like it mostly takes place in Scotland. Like that was my like.
I don't.
So you
I have
are
an
to
issue
Scotland
with
as I am to Colin Firth. I'm seeing this.
Okay, yes. And I have a problem when like the
dumb.
Main characters are kind of like you said, it's kind of a dick. And I don't see, I guess he got
changes.
Better. Sure, but he's like a huge player, and then his best friend, who's a girl, is like a good person. And he's like, oh wait, she's engaged? Well, actually I want her. And I'm like, why would she doesn't want to be with you. You're ugh. And he changes a little, but you don't see that much. So I have a problem rooting for people that I just don't like their characters and that great,
Yeah.
That's the thing, which is why Something Borrowed, the book and the movie, Angela. You probably haven't seen that one, Sean.
I haven't seen it, no.
But it's like, there's two best friends that are girls, and one of them's
half
engaged,
of a star.
and the other one starts sleeping with the fiance. And I'm like, you shouldn't be sleeping with your best friend's fiance.
Talking about like romantic comedies that have like an unlikable protagonist. Have you guys seen As Good as It Gets?
That's on yes, that's on both of the lists that I have too. Movie. And I know you like it.
It's a great movie.
Yes.
Yeah. Jack Nicklaus, Helen Hunt. It's great. Nicholson.
Jack Nicklaus is a golfer.
It's a golfer. Let me drink some water.
I didn't know that. Now you have to get to water. I thought you were getting more wine when we took that commercial break. We all filled our glasses.
But if I can't get things right, I need to go to water.
Yeah. So
everyone likes that. Everyone agrees, even though
yes, I do like that. And it's
not
funny
a
that you
character.
say his name, because I asked my mom and grandma, I was like, what's y'all's favorite rom-coms? And mom's was Diane Keaton and Jack Nicholson.
Something Gotta Give.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Do you like that? And I was really surprised. Now my mom really likes Diane Keaton, which is.
Does she like Annie Hall?
I don't know if she likes Annie Hall, but John Vincent and I really dislike her because of The Godfather. It took me a long time to get over her.
Why? Because she's the bad guy in The Godfather? Because
she's The Godfather 2. Yep.
That's it. That's all it took.
Really? Wait, whoa. No, time out.
It took so long.
For what? Why are you mad at her in The Godfather Part 2?
Because she had an abortion.
But that's the whole point, is that Michael is so evil. He's such a piece of shit.
Michael like that.
That she wouldn't want to propagate his line. This is the problem with The Godfather, like as a series. No, and I love The Godfather, and The Godfather Part 2, Part 3 doesn't exist.
Yeah, I know. That's how we were saying that. 3 shouldn't have even.
This is the problem, is that especially with the first one, is that it idealized the mafia. Like it made the mafia like the people that you wanted to root for, but they're terrible people. They're horrible human beings. And so that's the whole point. You can't blame Diane Keaton for wanting to abort like the spawn of evil. You can't blame her for that.
100% you can blame her.
No. Fine. Like,
listen,
yes,
my brother still doesn't like her. And I'm like, John, she was in a movie. She played a role. So we can
abortion is evil and you shouldn't do it. But you're missing the point then. Like if that's what
I see your point.
Michael is like evil incarnate in The Godfather Part 2.
But see, we don't
he kills his brother.
Okay. So that was really not good.
Not at all. Karen, are you about to justify him killing his brother? Because we're not going to adjust her having. We're not going to justify her having an abortion. You can't justify him killing his brother.
Oh my God!
He should never have killed Fredo. But we just don't see him as like
gajillion people that he kills.
Well,
come on.
Now
you're rooting for the Corleone. You're rooting for Michael Corleone in The Godfather. Totally missed the point of the movie.
Ask Angela what one of her favorite Christmas movies is. The Godfather.
All right, we're gonna talk about some comedies.
Okay. So let's get back to comedies because we just went off there. How do y'all feel about Jennifer Lopez?
I just think hers they're really corny. They're cute. They're fine, but I don't think any of hers are the best.
Oh, that's I like Made in Manhattan and The Wedding Planner. The Wedding Planner, I think, is really funny.
We just watched The Wedding Planner.
We just watched it, and it's not that good.
What?
No.
Yeah. No?
I mean, it's okay. Yeah. We watched it. We might watch it again in 20 years.
Nobody in that movie is a believable human. Nobody.
I'm so disappointed right now. I don't even know what to say.
I'm trying to think. I'm like, there's got to be a believable human.
He's a known engaged person who essentially agrees to go on a date with a pretty woman that he just met in the middle of the street.
But I don't think he's happy.
Also, the medicine is terrible.
Angela, that's not okay. You can't cheat on your fiance because you're not happy.
Well, he really didn't even cheat on her.
She's rooting for Michael Corleone. So
Angela,
that's right.
When I was engaged to Sean, if he met another woman at a park to watch a movie and they danced, I would say there's a problem.
Furious. Yeah.
Okay.
Furious.
See,
furious. But you and Sean are Jennifer Lopez and Matthew McConaughey. Y'all are supposed to be together. Jennifer and Matthew are supposed to be together.
Yeah, but says who?
Me.
Says who?
Me.
What about
says Angela?
What is it? What is the one with her and Richard Gere? Shall We Dance? Is that what it's called?
Oh my gosh! No,
they don't have an affair in that though.
No, I know that's the whole thing.
Okay, yeah,
that's part of it.
And that's been remade, I think, 3 times.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one. I'll be honest. I mean, I might have watched a little bit, and I was like, this is nothing. So
it's a good movie.
This is nothing.
Is it?
This is nothing. Yeah. This is nothing. So some of the rom-com, I mean, yeah, they're fine to watch and they're cute, but they're not like, they don't leave a lasting impression. And I would say Jennifer Lopez's are that way. They're fun, but
they're fun.
That's it. And there's some other ones that are, I think,
Made in Manhattan I liked better than The Wedding Planner.
Really?
I like Made in Manhattan too.
Yeah.
Surprising.
But I like The Wedding Planner because I like that. I like them actually planning weddings too. Like I like the side stories.
You like the weddings, yeah.
Yes.
So I had some that were just kind of new that I was surprised were on this list. One of them was To All the Boys I Have Loved Before. That was on the top 50 list on Rolling Stones, and I was like,
"Wait, what is that?"
One it's not
and Crazy Rich Asians.
Oh, I love
To All the Boys I've Loved Before was number 25.
Now that's like a teenage movie because I kind of feel
what
bad.
I was surprised
about. Like Some Like It Hot and Gentlemen Prefer Blondes and stuff.
Or the Philadelphia Story.
They had something like that. Pillow Talk was on there. Those kind of like older
now, Sean,
Pillow Talk, and then also what's the new one with Renee Zellweger? It's a remake of Pillow Talk. Gosh darn it!
I don't even know what y'all are talking about.
Down with Love. Down with Love is a remake of Pillow Talk. Anyway, go ahead.
So Sean, you did not like To All the Boys?
No, I liked it, but it's just it's kind of like, okay, this might be a controversial opinion because I could watch the crap out of this movie. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days is not like, it's not like a really, it's like a guilty pleasure movie. Like
it's not an in-depth movie. You can put it on and just go just
that's what To All the Boys I Loved Before is about.
I would agree with that.
It's kind of like it's I mean, it's like a good representation of a Netflix movie.
Yes. And I also thought like Crazy Rich Asians was cute, but it's not one that I think is going to stand the test of time.
Crazy Rich Asians?
Oh,
I really like Crazy Rich Asians.
It's cute. I think you'd like it, but it's not like, I don't think it's going to stand the test of time like some of these other ones were. That's why I was kind of surprised to see that 10 Things I Hate About You was on both of these lists.
Oh, no. 10 Things I Hate About You is phenomenal.
But I just feel like, I guess the comedy part of it feels very high school.
Yeah.
It's very young. Like, I mean, it's very corny and very.
When you compare though, like 10 Things I Hate About
Clueless,
You,
I don't even think of as a rom-com. I just think it was comedy.
Clueless. Yeah,
and
I don't think
Clueless was like number 3, and high up on both lists. It was number 3 on Vanity Fair's list. I was like, Clueless. I don't think of it as a. This makes me want to
go look up the AFI list again because, like, I don't think Clueless would be on.
The list at all.
They don't really have one that's like rom-coms. They have like a romance one and a comedy one, and there's like some, a crossover in both lists. But
so number 5 on Rolling Stone was Clueless, and number 3 on Vanity Fair was Clueless. Number 3 and number 5. I couldn't believe it.
That actually doesn't surprise me for Vanity Fair. Just like knowing who's.
So, but here's my thing.
But Rolling Stone is number 5 of all
the writers
romantic
are people
comedies.
that went to high school, like they're that age people, like people that were in high school.
That's true. I just if I was just doing on my own rom-coms from my head, I wouldn't have thought of Clueless. I just see it as a time period comedy that I love. I think it's hilarious, but I just don't think of it as
like. But would you put like 16 Candles on your rom-com list?
16 Candles. No.
But it absolutely is a rom-com.
It is a rom-com. Yeah, I think 16 Candles focuses a lot on the relationship and her dating someone the entire thing, though. Whereas like Clueless is really talking about the culture of the high schoolers.
Like teenagers. Yeah. Right.
Whereas 16 Candles is My Life is Terrible. I mean, they're both comedy and I like both of them. 16 Candles did not make the list, but Pretty in Pink made the Rolling Stone list, which I couldn't believe because it is not funny.
But also, say
16 Candles
anything.
Is better than Pretty in Pink. Oh,
Say Anything. Yeah, that is a good one.
Say Anything is good. I think some of it is nostalgia, though. I think people love it from when they were young.
Yeah.
Because Say Anything, I don't think is that great. I just think people are like,
and then him holding that up, it's just so iconic.
Yes, I agree. So another one I don't think of as comedy or as romance, it was on both lists, was Groundhog Day.
No, not a rom-com.
And it was number 6. It was like high up on these lists. I'm like, Groundhog Day.
Something that I looked up and I was like, I don't think that is a romantic comedy.
I mean, it is because he's, trying to win her over, but it's really more about his growth, right?
Groundhog, no.
It's a good comedy. I like it.
Like a lot of movies, there is romance involved, but it's
but I just thought, I was surprised
like
that made the cut.
Not a rom-com.
No.
I guess you could say that 40-Year-Old Virgin is a rom-com, or that
it's on the Rolling Stone list.
Knocked Up is definitely a rom-com.
No, not Knocked Up.
No, but I'm saying like as far as like classifying like.
I don't think those are as great as other ones.
No,
and that's just my opinion.
I disagree. 40-Year-Old. Well, okay, so it's like
I haven't seen 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Like, do people like Michelangelo because he's the best painter ever? Like, I mean, yes, he's very good, but he was also one of the first people to do some of the things that he did, and other people that came after did those things the same. But he was an innovator. Like, so that's what's good about 40-Year-Old Virgin. It's like there had never really been a movie like that before, like an R-rated, very frank about sex comedy.
Okay.
I was wondering
that's why like something about Mary was really popular when it came out, because it was like a crude comedy, and people were really like surprised, but it was really funny because it was like
not that
I remember we were like
clear.
seniors in high
Judd
school.
Apatow is not Michelangelo. I mean, but like that's
I'm glad that you
like in the art and like in film particularly like people that do things first and do them well first, like they kind of get a lot of credit. Like Citizen Kane is kind of a boring movie to watch now, but it was the first one to do like a whole bunch of these different things like that are now just like conventions and staples of movies. So like 40-Year-Old Virgin is kind of like that. It's like it was like a boundary pusher. I mean, and there's a lot that's wrong with that movie too. Like he has a lot of like really messed up attitudes towards women, and part of the movie is him like kind of coming around and and realizing that these attitudes are unhealthy and stuff. But a lot of it is still like just centered around like him like putting his penis inside of somebody. Like it's not super validating for romance. Anyway, sorry.
No,
sorry,
you're good.
Judy. Sorry.
No, I think you're great.
And I haven't seen that, so I'm glad I got to hear
40-Year-Old Virgin. You haven't seen it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
That's interesting.
Sean says I wouldn't like it.
So what do you think about The Devil Wears Prada?
I like The Devil Wears Prada. I have like
I like it, but I just don't see it as a rom-com.
It's not.
Really? What do you think it is?
I just don't think it's really about her relationship with her boyfriend at all. No. I mean, hardly at all.
It's about her. It's like a villain movie.
Yeah.
Like like there's.
So it's showing
like more her relationship with Meryl Streep's character.
Yeah, showing like, Anne Hathaway's growth and her journey into this world with Meryl Streep and whatever. But like the only scenes with her boyfriend are to show what's going on with her and how she's like having issues with her boyfriend.
Is kind of a piece of shit in that movie. He's like
I didn't think he was that bad.
He's very negative. Like he discourages her a lot, like in her career. Like
and she neglects him.
Yeah, well,
and she does cheat on him.
He's a whiny poon about it too. Like that's the thing, is he's not like those at least the way that they're portrayed in the movie, those conversations are not like two people in a relationship like trying to make their relationship better. It's all about him like, you don't pay attention to me anymore. Like he's a pain in the ass. Like,
but they've got to get it to like escalate to where it's at the breaking point.
Right.
That relationship to show her like figuring herself out.
And
so I do like
$8 on cheese.
Oh, I didn't remember that.
A lot of people spend $8 on cheese.
For grilled cheese?
Yeah. There's a
it depends on where you live
out there.
Yeah, not in Mississippi. Me. We're not spending $8 on the grilled cheese.
Neither are we.
Have you seen Angela? Have you seen the? Sorry, digression.
No, just tell her. It's funny.
The picture. It's like a meme series on Twitter of a guy who like creates a retirement plan. It's just to have a truck that sells $1 grilled cheese sandwiches.
No.
and there's all this block text like on the side of the thing, and it's like no change given. You give me $1, I give you a grilled cheese. You give me $5, you get 5 grilled cheeses.
Yeah.
Like, sort your own life out. It's like they're only going to use like the cheapest white bread, bulk butter, like plastic cheese, like done.
If
like,
you want organic or you want specialty,
if you want me to add a tomato slice, then get out of here. Like no drinks, no restroom, like just $1.
But Sean and I are like, man, it's funny, but I actually think a food truck that just sold like butter on white bread with like Velveeta slices, cheese would make money for $1.
Yeah,
I mean, people would be like, especially like late night outside like downtown area.
Oh my goodness.
Like
where the bars are, people would be like, I want 2 grilled cheeses sandwiches.
The corner of Bourbon, yes.
Grilled cheese truck, man.
Well, when Bourbon opens up.
So go look up that truck because it's really funny.
I will.
All the viewers.
I have another one that's really good. Crazy Stupid Love.
Sean really likes that one.
I like that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Of course, I love Ryan Gosling.
Yes.
Yeah. And I this is gonna like go against what I said earlier about all these multiple plotline movies, is that it actually does it well. The twist where Emma Stone is Steve Carell's daughter.
Yes.
Like, that's a great twist.
Yes.
That really was good.
Like you have no idea that it's coming,
Did you see that coming?
No. The first time I watched it, no. But
the second time you got it.
Well, yeah.
I was making a face because I was like, I did, Angela. I was like, I bet.
You saw it coming?
Yeah, you know how I am with movies. Angela gets annoyed.
It drives me crazy.
What was there was some movie you were watching and I came in and I was like, oh, this guy's going to come up. She was out on a balcony. It was like Under the Tuscan Sun or something. And the guy came up and I was like, yeah, this is going to be blah, blah, blah. And you were like, have you seen this movie? And I said, no. What is it? And you're like, you don't even know the name of it. And you just said the whole, like, that's it. And then I started laughing, like, is that right? And you're like, just don't talk. But you don't see it. So I didn't spoil it for you. But yeah, I did think like, oh, I wonder if that's like, if that's his son or his daughter.
Yeah.
But it's so cute. I like it. And it only has like how many different storylines. It isn't like, some of them that have 10 different things going on.
Yeah. Because it's the same actors kind of connected, that's why.
And I do kind of like that they send Steve Carell's character like down they kind of make him into a douchebag. Like he's like, and then he kind of like takes stock of his life.
Comes back.
Yeah.
Horrible.
But him and Ryan Gosling like paralleling, going the opposite direction stuff. I thought it was really
What's the guy, David, the Vanderhausen or something, like what the guy that his wife is seeing that he's like,
oh yeah, Greg Kinnear plays him.
Yeah, he goes and tackles him later.
Yes. And then Ryan Gosling punches him.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh, you're him.
The little kid plot line is a little weird.
With the babysitter?
And also, and the babysitter. Ooh, now I'm remembering the babysitter situation.
Yeah, that one is kind of weird.
That's kind of like American Beauty, but like inserted into a comedy. Yeah. I don't know if y'all have seen that movie.
The little kid about the babysitter, and maybe because the little kid, I'm like, So yeah, that is kind of weird. But Ryan Gosling.
I mean, if we're talking about age differences, let's just say that
I didn't talk about age differences.
I mean, when Betsy was 16, I was 8.
Well, how do we get on this topic?
18, I was 10.
Thank goodness y'all didn't know each other then.
Yeah, exactly. I was not your babysitter or your teacher. Let's just make that clear to the public. I was not Sean's teacher. Okay.
True.
So speaking of ones that I know you like, Sean, another one that I was surprised was on this list was Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh, why were you surprised?
Because
that movie
I just thought it was,
so
I mean, I
good.
thought it was funny, but I just didn't think like that's top 50 for rom-com. I mean,
I know.
Oh my God.
You're going to put,
I love rom-coms, and I would never put that on like.
Okay, let me just say, it is
so hard.
Crazy Stupid Love is like, 45, and Forgetting Sarah Marshall is like 43 on this list.
Yeah.
What?
And then also you have like on the same, and then right after that is Roxanne, which I thought was like,
but Steve Martin, that is really cute.
So I was like, really?
Another one
like,
based on a play.
And Slider from Top Gun.
Are we calling Top Gun a rom-com? I don't think it's
no, but I just wanted to bring up Slider.
She just wanted to bring up Top Gun again. Okay, so Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Sean really likes. Sean, take it away. Explain this.
No, so it was another one of those things. It's like, so Judd Apatow is the producer that's behind 40-Year-Old Virgin, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Knocked Up, Superbad, Pineapple Express, like those kind of like R-rated comedy movies.
Raunchy.
Yeah, and it just is like it was so real about some stuff that I mean just watching him like he's composing the music for the TV episode, and he takes a music stand and starts slashing at the screen. And then the Dracula musical is hysterical. I don't know. It's just like, it's a very funny guy. Jason Segel wrote that movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Really? Is he in it?
Yeah.
He's the lead.
Have you seen it, Angela?
That's Jason Segel.
I don't think so. I mean, and
you're talking shit about it.
Yeah, you're over here being like, oh, I don't like it. You haven't seen it, Karen.
You don't even know.
I mean,
and
it was on TV with commercials, and I was like,
no. You got to watch the whole thing because it's and then there are parts of it. Yeah, because timing is everything.
You'll think it's funny. You'll like it.
There's parts of it that you're like, oh,
who's the girl?
Like that just Kristen Bell.
And
yeah, definitely.
Penis. That's right. Yeah. Kristen Bell.
Yeah, I definitely haven't seen it then, because I don't know what y'all are talking about then.
Because I think it also like it takes that kind of like, oh, he's getting over a breakup, but then he meets a girl, but then it like screws it up in kind of a real way, and it recognizes like, hey, like you're dealing with this badly, like get your shit together, dude. And then he does kind of get his shit together, and then she recognizes that, and I don't know. I like it.
She's watching Angela. It is not old. It is a color film. So
oh my gosh, seeing it. Karen, that was inappropriate.
Also, Angela, I do have to warn you.
It's in color
nudity in the movie.
Wait, there's what?
Like very brief full frontal nudity.
Male nudity.
Male?
Yeah. Oh. Sorry, Dad, Mom, Miss Judy.
Did you hear what Angela said? She was like, male?
Yeah.
Angela showed Magic Mike to her mama. So
it's not porn. So calm down.
You think she has a problem with full male nudity?
There's one part in Magic Mike that we're like, what is that in the corner? And if you know, y'all. So that's all I'm gonna say.
And if you don't know,
in the movie, are there penises in the movie? I don't know.
I know there's one that strippers. You see. Yeah.
Okay. So that was Forgetting Sarah Marshall. What else is on this list, which I was very surprised, was Reality Bites. And I like Reality Bites, and I made Sean watch it.
I don't think did we watch it together?
With Winona Ryder?
Yes, and Ethan Hawke. Not
Ethan Hawke.
Yeah,
I didn't think though it.
And Ben Stiller.
That a romantic comedy.
So
you don't remember it at all?
Mm-mm.
Well, we got to rewatch it. I actually own it.
Which, as you know, what I often say is if I don't remember it, it's as if I haven't seen it.
So I made you watch it, and that shows you how memorable that is, because we've only known each other 5 years.
So it really should be in your head.
And you don't remember it. Maybe if I showed you the picture. But anyway, or I told you about it, but we're not going to get into that because we're going to run out of time. So Reality Bites is on there. As much as I like that movie, I didn't really think it should be on there. Do you agree,
I didn't
Angela?
think so either.
Another one that I really like, but didn't think should be on the list was The Wedding Singer.
Oh,
I love The Wedding Singer.
I like The Wedding Singer.
But
why did you think it should be on the list?
I just don't think it's top.
You don't think Wedding Singer is a rom-com?
I do. I don't think it's a really good rom-com. I just think it's like just kind of fun to watch.
You don't think it's a good rom-com?
It's such a good movie, though.
Thank you, Sean. It's a good movie.
Solid movie.
And it has a good soundtrack.
You just think
when we talked about Drew Barrymore, Angela, I chose that as one of my top 3. I said she talked
from the side of her mouth.
Yes,
that's
and
what I said about her.
That was one of the top 3 for Drew Barrymore for me. Okay.
No, The Wedding Singer is a rom-com.
It is a rom-com. I agree.
What do you think it is?
For the love, I've said 3 times, it is a rom-com. I'm not saying it's not a rom-com. I'm saying it shouldn't be on the list of top 25. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's that good in the rom-com category. I think it's funny. I don't think the romantic part of it is that great. I don't think Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore really have sold me on this great love that they have for each other.
I like that better than I like 50 First Dates.
Agreed.
Yeah. So of all the Adam Sandler movies, well, I guess 50 First Dates has a lot of like stereotypical like rom-com type of stuff going
Punch Drunk Love.
Punch Drunk Love. Well, okay.
It's on this list.
I'm thinking of something else. Yeah, no, Punch Drunk Love is good.
And that's Adam Sandler.
That's probably some of Adam Sandler's like best acting.
I don't think I saw it.
I haven't seen either, but it is on this list, and it's Adam Sandler. And I heard it was
Adam
really good.
Sandler and Jennifer Aniston on Netflix. That was pretty funny too.
What? Yeah,
I have no idea what it's called. Something.
Go with it.
What?
Just go with it.
No.
He's a dentist, and she they pretend they're married.
That's an old Jennifer Aniston. There's a new one on Netflix where they're on a boat, and there's like a killer, and they have to find.
I thought you meant Just Go With It, which is also
Just Go With It. Yeah, that's on it. But there's their newest one. Y'all haven't seen that on Netflix? Y'all watch Netflix all the time.
Anyway, so both of you think that The Wedding Singer has a deserved spot.
Absolutely.
Yes.
On this top 50 list. I'm surprised. I do love The Wedding Singer. You guys know I do.
Look,
but I just
it's on my list.
I believe you.
I don't know what you're trying to show us there.
The Wedding Singer on my list.
Oh, it's on the list. Okay.
It's on my list.
I have not seen Kissing Jessica Stein.
I've never even heard of it.
Oh, really? I thought Sean had seen it. Okay. Moving on. I did want to mention briefly because I don't remember these two, and I think you guys probably do. 4 Weddings and a Funeral and Moonstruck.
I'm so glad you brought up Moonstruck because I love it.
Really?
And my mama really loves it.
It's on both lists. I'm like, we should watch that one. And I don't like Cher very much, so that's probably why I haven't seen it. No.
Just please watch it. And it's Nicolas Cage and Olympia Dukakis, and I really think y'all are gonna like it. But he's missing a hand, but he has a wooden hand. But it's still really good.
I don't like Nicolas Cage that much, and you're like, but he has a wooden hand, and I'm like, oh well, then okay, then I like him.
And then she gets dressed up. She has this gray hair right here, and then she gets dressed up and she dyes her hair, so she looks really pretty, and she puts on these really pretty dress and these heels, and you should watch it. Totally watch it. And then the big moon comes out. You are not selling
me, Karen. None of this sounds very appealing.
Then the song, when...
Are you trying to sell this to Sean?
Like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
But Sean, she dyes her hair and she puts on heels and a dress, and he has no hand, but he has a wooden hand.
And there's a Dean Martin song in a Cher movie.
Yes, that's it. Dean Martin. Good job, Sean.
Sean, it is on both of these lists. That's why I was like, well, maybe I should give it a try.
I think she won an Oscar for this movie.
Who?
But Cher. Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all should watch it.
I hear great things about. I don't remember it. I think I watched it way back when.
It's Hugh Grant and Andy McDowell.
Probably.
Sean, our list is getting even bigger of things we need to watch.
Look, watch Moonstruck first, and then
I think 4 Weddings and a Funeral first.
You just said you didn't like Hugh Grant.
I don't, but there's more people in it besides Hugh Grant. Also, you can sell me on Nicolas Cage. I don't like him either. I know he doesn't have a hand, but he has a wooden hand.
He doesn't have a hand, but
he has a wooden hand. And also she gets dressed up and they sing and there's a song playing.
Yeah. She kicks a can down the road too. It's really a big scene.
What are these details?
Mind blown. Can down the road.
The smallest details to the movie.
Betsy, no, look, we're gonna watch it.
She kicks a can down the road.
I'm gonna tell y'all right
Wait,
now.
I just wanted to tell you that before we move on. She kicks a can down the road.
Y'all want to take another? We got what?
I'm going to tell y'all right now. Y'all need to watch it. Y'all will both like it, and y'all will say thank you, Angela.
Okay.
Okay, and what are you going to watch that I said you should watch?
Gosh, there's Apartment and Broadcast News. Oh, that Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Okay, so yes, we always make each other, Sean, like you have to watch this and you have to watch this if you haven't seen it, and then eventually we will. Okay,
we will. So I just have a few more.
Well, first I want to ask one if either of you have seen Amelie.
Yeah.
You have? Did you like it, Sean? Because it was on both these lists, and I don't think I ever saw it.
Consider it a comedy.
Yeah, that's like that. I think like that movie Chocolat with Johnny Depp. That's not a comedy. It's romance, but it's not a comedy. What is he laughing about?
Okay, so there's, which I don't, it's not really a rom-com. It kind of is. It's like a bromance rom-com. It's a movie called I Love You, Man.
Yes, which Sean likes.
Oh,
And Jason Segel, and they talk about this movie. It's like, we watched this movie, Chocolat, with Johnny Depp. Oh yeah, you mean chocolate? You watched the movie Chocolate?
And then later, chocolat anyway, as well.
So that,
but
I Love
it has
You, Man
little
is like the only
over it.
romance rom-com. Oh, it's so good. For anybody,
it is pretty funny. Have you seen that, Angela?
I don't think I've seen I Love You. Man.
I think
is that what
like
Paul Rudd?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And we love Paul Rudd.
Yes, we do. I'm writing it down. Yeah. So let's just hit some big ones that we haven't hit. 27 Dresses.
No, thank you.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Sweet Home Alabama is good.
Okay, yeah,
that's 27 really Dresses. Again, she's kind of neurotic.
Yeah, it's the same reason I don't really like 2 Weeks Notice. Is because she's.
Oh yeah, her personality.
Like no human like would do that.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. I don't know.
And The Wedding Planner.
Yeah.
So yeah, 27 Dresses. I mean, The Wedding Planner is her job, at least. So she's like, focused in her career. But 27 Dresses, she's just kind of like she's crazy about wanting to be in people's weddings. Like how many best friends do you have that are people just asking you to be in the wedding just because you're good at planning? I don't know. It's
or helping out.
So I do like I like
helps out.
I like the two
first of all,
main
Betsy,
characters and them falling in love. I think it's cute.
Yeah, Betsy, how many weddings have you been in? 12, 13, 14.
God. No. I don't really. I think it was 10. I think 10.
I think
that's
9 or 10
of weddings to be in.
9 or 10. Mm-hmm. We're not going to talk about how old I am.
And if we hadn't gotten married in 2016, you would have probably been in Katie and Elizabeth's weddings.
No. I don't think so. No.
I don't know.
They have a lot of friends.
Are they listeners? Would you all have?
No, I don't know. I don't think they listen. They listen to a couple.
Who are Katie they talking to?
And Elizabeth, my friends. Shout out Katie and Elizabeth.
I don't know them.
Okay.
Shout out.
So
sorry, I don't get shout out privileges.
You can shout out.
You can shout out. You're on the podcast.
He was just. Who were you just asking about? Matt Bauer, Matt,
John Bauer.
Are you going to listen to this one? I bet they'll listen to this one because Sean's on it. I'm gonna put my.
If they even like still follow the RSS.
So mean.
We're not going to lose subscribers, Sean.
I know.
Okay,
we're up to 65.
So I do like 27 Dresses, Angela. It's not like my all-time favorite, but I just like what's the actor's name? James Marsden.
Yes.
Yep. I think he's fun, and I like him in that role with her. Katherine Heigl isn't my favorite in general, but I like her in that role.
Wait, what were you saying, Sean?
I was just saying it's kind of like a remake of Runaway Bride a little bit. There's a woman who's famous for the number of weddings,
yeah.
And then there's a reporter who goes to write a story on this.
But I also do think of the romantic comedies that have like a dress thing, like Pretty Woman has a whole dress thing. Made in Manhattan has a dress thing. 27 Dresses. I mean, look at the like dress whole sequence, and they do a fun. Yes, they do a fun song. And Benny,
you know what she just told us about Moonstruck? She dyes her hair. She puts on a dress and heels. She kicks a can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can.
So
if y'all don't watch
dresses, are big
I'm gonna be
theme in Angela's
and hot guys. That's number one.
You gotta have pretty dresses. You gotta have.
Maybe that's why I haven't seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall. I'll just be honest and throw it out there. And I just said it because Jason, what's his name, is just yeah.
Bradley Cooper.
Male talent in the movie is not great. It's Jason Segel and Russell Brand and Jonah Hill are like the
I think I have seen part of it and I turned it.
Yeah.
Because Bradley Cooper was on a different channel. Okay, so we recently tried to watch something together with Anne Hathaway and Rebel Wilson called The Hustle.
Oh.
And the outfits Anne Hathaway
hideous
were so terrible. That's all we could talk about the whole movie. It was just like, what? And then it was an exact remake of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Like, They had the same
which I had never heard of.
Some of the same lines.
Jenny told us.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was really like I started watching Dirty Rotten Scoundrel. I'm like, this is the same.
Have you seen those, Sean? Either of them?
I've seen Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Okay, then you don't need to see the Anne Hathaway Rebel Wilson one because it is the exact. Yes.
I think I told Sean, don't do that. Now, the one I did like with Rebel Wilson that is new is Isn't It Romantic? And I thought it was hilarious.
Chris Helmsworth is in it.
Yes.
Is it Chris?
Chris.
It's not Thor.
Not
the one that was married to.
No, Liam Hemsworth.
Is it Liam?
Was married to Hannah Montana. Yeah.
Okay, then it's Liam. That's in it.
Chris Hemsworth is Thor.
Wow,
it's Thor. Okay, it's not Thor.
Sean just surpassed me. You're like, was married to somebody. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Sean can almost remember.
Did you just say married to Hannah Montana?
Yeah. Miley Cyrus.
But why did you say Hannah Montana instead of Miley Cyrus?
Because she will never not be Hannah Montana, no matter how.
There's the different generations right there, Angela. Because I would have never thought.
Y'all know this. She's like she plays only like she does like heavy metal. It's not heavy metal. It's more like a grungy music and only plays like dive bars and stuff now. Like she's not.
She does in real life.
She's not a pop singer anymore.
I just know her as I came here as a wrecking ball. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Anyway.
See, we didn't watch Hannah Montana, so we don't have that hang up.
It was
we
just
know her more for like wrecking ball and twerking and stuff. Okay, so
I got another one. Listen.
Isn't It Romantic is cute.
That was good.
Probably my favorite Rebel Wilson because I'm not a huge fan of Rebel Wilson in general. But Isn't It Romantic was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
It was
they're
really
kind of
cute.
making fun of rom-coms, and she's kind of like just kind of bitter about romance and stuff. And so it's cute. It's very cute. Okay.
I had The Princess Bride. We haven't even brought it up.
Yes, it's on the list, and I was like, oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Romantic comedy.
It is really kind of funny, certain parts. The whole movie, you're not dying laughing, but parts of it, yes.
Betsy, what the hell is the matter with that? Talking about films made by Rob Reiner. Like, why have we not talked about the prototypical
we're getting to it.
Modern romantic comedy.
What is it?
Are we? Because I don't know what y'all are talking about.
When Harry Met Sally.
When Harry Met Sally, which is number one on both of my lists.
I'm like modern romantic.
Yes.
I was so happy it was number one because I'm like
Friends is
that your favorite?
Oh, I love When Harry Met Sally.
I think it's my favorite.
Love that movie.
Really?
And so I was very happy to see I wasn't the only one that finds it. I just think it's such a good storyline.
It's good.
So well acted. Like,
and it's not
noise.
Like it's not contrived at all. It's something that could really happen.
So Angela, is When Harry Met Sally isn't one of your favorites?
It's not my number one. I'll say that. I do like it, but if you said favorite rom-com, it might be up there in the list, but it's not and you know why I think it's not my number one? Because
Billy Crystal.
It's not on, well,
be honest, Angela.
Maybe that's a part of it. But also it's not on TV a whole lot. And I know y'all aren't like cable people, but there's a lot of movies
you
that
just
come
rewatch
on a ton.
It's on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, like I said, The Wedding Planner. It's on. I'll just watch it. Sweet Home Alabama is always on.
Dirty Dancing.
But When Harry Met Sally is not on a lot. So
that sounds like a personal failing. Like that just means you don't own a good movie.
Oh, I actually own it. Thank you. I just don't want to put it in the player and play.
Oh my God. Come on now.
I know your DVD player is hooked up. I know it is because I hooked it up.
When Harry Met Sally is to romantic comedies what like Friends is to the sitcom. It's like just a classic, like well-made, well-structured movie, but also just like really, really good. Like almost every almost every sitcom in the 90s in some way like owes something. Oh, we lost Angela.
No, I'm right here.
It owes something to When Harry Met Sally.
And
and similar to how like now modern, kind of R-rated comedies all owe something to 40-Year-Old Virgin or The Hangover or Knocked Up. Like
When Harry Met Sally, or not, sorry, when Something About Mary.
Yeah. Like there's like And I don't know. It's not like the prototypical rom-com because you still got like, I mean, do they have Some Like It Hot on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that on one of my lists.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was on here.
Okay, good. I mean, like as long as some of these like others are making it on there.
Yeah, and the list of 50 had several more. I kind of was highlighting the ones that were on both of the lists. And then so they have a bunch. Bringing Up Baby, Working Girl. I mean, there's just a ton. But
I liked Working Girl.
We can't talk. Yeah. I mean, Tootsie. Yeah. I'm like, we don't have time to talk about every single one of them. But I agree with you, Sean. And I think When Harry Met Sally was just different than so much before, and the humor was so witty. I just enjoyed the characters, and they did seem realistic. Like, it seemed realistic. I mean, the whole debate over him being like, why would I hang out with you unless I'm interested in dating you? And she's like, and he's like, any guy that's hanging out with you as a friend is interested in dating you. And she just like, those dynamics that they're talking openly about stuff. It's just great. You can see both of their character development throughout the whole movie. And it's great. The side characters are really funny. Carrie Fisher
and what's his name? That end up
what's
their
his name?
two friends.
Yeah.
I know that. I feel kind of bad for him.
Nobody has ever quoted me to me before.
Oh, yeah, that's from him. So you should rewatch it, Angela. Give it another try.
I'll rewatch it.
Okay,
I will. And
if you come here and visit, we can watch it with you. We'll make popcorn. Sean will give you some scotch.
Probably a lot of the reason that you don't like it or you don't enjoy it as much is because everything that it did, like as like the first thing, there's other ones that did it maybe a little bit better.
That's true.
Yeah, but it was kind of the first one to have that's like, long period of time, kind of rapid fire dialogue, like frank conversations about sex, like in a movie.
Yeah.
Whereas
that was very early to be doing that.
And I think I was really young too when I saw it the first time, so maybe I just didn't appreciate it. And like I said, it's not played a whole lot, so I do probably need to go back and rewatch it, and I'll do that. Not tonight.
Yeah.
Speaking of dresses and the fashion being a big part of it, Angela.
Yeah.
The clothes in My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Oh, I really like My Big Fat Greek Wedding. I can't believe I didn't even think about that.
I didn't either until I saw it on the list, and I was like, I do like that one.
Did you like it, Sean?
Oh yeah, that's a good movie.
Seems like my family, but not Greek.
Yeah. My Pinterest board for our wedding said My Big Fat Catholic Wedding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I was like, this is what it's going to be.
When he finds the Greek root of kimono, that's solid. Also, listen, when I was born, I had a lump on the side of my neck. And as I grew, the lump grew until it grew so big that I could no longer move my head. So they did the bibopsky. They find teeth and a spinal column. Yes, the lump was my twin. And then she just gets up and
she just
like
I love that character.
Stranger down and is like, listen, you have to know this about my life.
My mom and I did the whole bunt. Is this a bunt? A bunt? And my brother.
Oh, it's a kick.
We were going back and forth, and my brother was like, wait. What's going on right now?
What are you doing? Oh, it's a cake.
Oh, a cake.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Really I can see your brother being like, what are y'all doing?
Yes, and we just kept going. We just said bunt and bunt and boom. And do you put a plant in it? And yeah, it was great. It's great.
It does come out with a plant in it.
Yes. Okay, so I think that's good, right? Are we good? Yeah. I mean, at a certain point, we do have to kind of wrap it up.
We do have to wrap it up. This was a great finale episode for season 1.
So
I didn't know I was on the finale.
We brought you on for the finale.
We ended it with a bang.
I mean, you're going to be on season 2 also.
Yes. And our next episode, we'll talk about the recaps and what we're going to do in season 2.
Favorite episode.
The next episode. Wait, what?
It's the next episode's
we are going to have a little bonus. This is the end of season 1. We're going to have a recap bonus. And we're going to talk about the most popular episodes, our favorite episodes, and what we plan on doing in season 2. But that's only going to be a 30-minute episode, and we're going to keep it at that. Bonus episodes are only 30 minutes.
I bet
bonus episodes are only 30 minutes.
So what you're saying is this isn't really the season finale.
No, this is it. This is episode 25. You can't end on episode 26.
So what's the next episode called?
It's a bonus.
It's called Bonus Recap. We have bonus episodes also, Sean. They're not part of the regular season.
Dirty Dancing. I'm so disappointed you haven't seen it. We talked the whole movie through.
You haven't seen our 30-minute movies? I take pictures of a film and we tell the whole story in 30 minutes and anything else we want to share.
This is the deal, Angela, and this is why I haven't. Don't boot me.
I'm listening.
Why I haven't seen a whole episode of this podcast. Is Betsy consistently records them when I am not here, when I'm working. And so it's like either when I'm home, I could talk to my wife for an hour, or I could listen to her talk to you for an hour. Like, which
is
one?
that I don't understand your dilemma.
So his only free time is when I'm here. So he's like, why would I listen to a podcast from you when you're in the room?
You drive in a truck.
It's
Can't
true.
You listen to our podcast?
Because the Scrubs recap podcast is way more interesting.
I don't listen to podcasts on my way to work.
Yeah,
I pray the rosary on my way to work.
Listen,
that takes up my whole commute.
That's really nice, but you can listen to our podcast or you can listen in the shower. I just solved your problem.
We'll have to put that on your Christmas list.
Yeah.
Yeah, waterproof Bluetooth speaker or something.
I got it in my.
Also, how long are you in the shower? These are like over an hour long.
Yeah.
It's gonna take.
You don't have to listen to one at the one whole time sitting. I mean, good grief! Do I have to do everything for y'all?
Oh, really, Karen? You want to talk about technology here?
Okay, Karen.
Okay. I like that you said that, Sean. Also, I don't know technology. I've already said that.
Yes.
Yeah. What else do you want me to say? Vertical here.
You did fix.
I don't even know what that means.
Your freezer.
I just keep shoving it back in.
Because she's on her phone.
Oh, I'm on my phone. Yeah.
She doesn't have a computer.
I have an iPad, but Mama plays a game board on it.
So it's not even at her house.
It's not even at my house.
So Sean, I hope you had a good time on our episode.
Sean, did you enjoy it?
Thanks for having me. I just feel really included and appreciated.
You should. And you'll be back in season 2, whether you like it or not. Yeah. And what's it like? This is probably what our listeners want to know. What is it like being married to a Karen?
You're not that Karen-like.
So. Good answer, Sean.
That was really good.
You don't have the short haircut.
Not yet.
Spiky in the back and short like in the...
Betsy, don't go short hair.
Any day, you could come home from work and it'll be like, this is gone.
Not with your hair, Betsy. No.
I've never heard you ask to speak to the manager, like not even one time.
We were in line at Chick-fil-A the other day and it was taking a long time. And I was like, and they said something like, sorry for the wait, or it's going to be just a minute. They like switched, cashier people. He's like, it's just going to be just a minute, another minute. And I said under my breath to Sean, like, of course it is. And Sean was like, Karen. And I started laughing. And I'm like, that was my Karen moment. I didn't say it to them though. I just said it to Sean. So
yeah, because you can't get mad at Chick-fil-A people.
It was like a normal fast food line. No. It wasn't fast.
Yeah, they were.
It was unusually. I mean, Chick-fil-A is awesome, and I love it, and they're normally so fast. Okay,
some days,
but this one time, it happened to be as slow as normal fast food, which was
my gosh,
what in the world? I've been here like 7 minutes. That's crazy.
My gosh.
So
okay, Karen.
Exactly.
Yeah, thank you. Karen.
But like I said, I did not talk to the manager. I just talked to
you and I are going to have words about The Godfather later, by the way.
Oh my gosh. Yes, we are.
I can't believe you root for Al Pacino over Diane Keaton in The Godfather Part 2.
I can't believe anyone roots for Diane Keaton in The Godfather. And in Part 3, when he actually apologizes to her, that makes me sick to my stomach.
Part 3 doesn't exist. It's not a
when it did exist.
What? We're gonna have another episode and we'll talk about The Godfather. We'll pick like The Godfather and one other one that you guys want to go back and forth about, and we'll
Goodfellas. You like Goodfellas?
Do you like Goodfellas?
I love Goodfellas. Oh my gosh, yes.
What about one of the newer ones?
Movie.
Goodfellas is a great movie.
What does that even mean?
What are you talking about, Betsy?
The
Departed?
Departed.
Oh, the Irishman.
The Irishman is shit. Like, no.
It is like an hour too long.
I thought it was good. No. It was just way too long.
No, it was way too long.
The Irishman. The Departed is great.
The Departed is awesome.
Silence is great. Like, yeah.
Okay, more on that next time. Okay, we gotta wrap it up.
There you go.
All right.
Y'all have a great day.
Listening, and congratulations for making it to the end of this episode. Yay! Sean, would you like to say your goodbyes?
I don't know. Do y'all have like a tagline that goes with
No, we just say bye.
We say have a good night. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Be sure to subscribe and share with your friends.
Like and share.
Yes, subscribe. Thank y'all.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for being on the show, Sean. And this is a wrap for season 1. Yay. Bye.
Bye.